Hi, my name is Wilman Ziada, New York City-based director and creator of theater, television, and film, and also a proud FENIX Global Artist Ambassador. Today, I am thrilled to be speaking with the acclaimed singer-songwriter, Adam Aronson. For more on Adam, you can read more about him right below this video, but in the meantime, here is a sneak peek at his single, When the Tornado Comes.
Sweet old misery, where have you gone? How I look for you from midnight until dawn, hoping to find some truth there, all while knowing that you don't really care. You know what I say is true. Sometimes it's hard to get through. It's the least that I can do to smooth things out with you. You said don't shelter and hide. Doesn't it feel so much better to be alive? You said don't run. Stand your ground here, face down your fear when the tornado comes. When the tornado comes.
Well, hello, Adam. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. And I'm so excited to be speaking with you. And I'm so excited that the audience just got a little sneak peek of your incredible talent with your original tune, When the Tornado Comes. I mean, talk about what these past 18 months have been. I mean, a tornado, a hurricane, a cyclone, whatever you want to call it. I'm curious to know, what was the impetus for you in writing that song?
I mean, I don't think I'm alone in any case of people who ran into some kind of depression or, had struggles during the past, whatever it's been now, like over 2 years, it seems like at least. But anyway, the thing I found to kind of get me through that was writing songs. And this is one of them that definitely came from that, getting used to feeling horrible every day, sort of trying to break out of that feeling and those habits.
Well, thank goodness you were able to use your skill set as a singer and a songwriter, Adam, to not only release that emotion, but I'm sure you know, and hopefully you do, and if you don't, I'll tell you that in you releasing that emotion, it allows others to connect and others to feel, wow, maybe I'm not so alone. Was that a North Star for you in terms of writing the song at all, that maybe there were other people that were feeling how you were?
Yeah, absolutely. No question about it. And I think, we all felt some degree of being alone. And so to connect with other people, even on a level like that, well, they'll hear it, they'll have their own interpretation, of course, but I think that some of it will come through for sure, what I was feeling and how they can relate to those feelings.
You have an amazing poetic nature to your songwriting, Adam, and I'm curious to know, as a kid, did you have any sort of affinity for poetry?
In school, when I was supposed to be doing homework, I had notebooks. I would just write little poems and things.
Are you kidding
So,
me?
no,
I mean,
absolutely. I still have one of those old books somewhere. Uh, with those things I wrote. Some of it, it's hard to look at now with an older, perspective. But yeah.
But you have a very poetic nature to you. So, if I'm clocking that, I'm sure a lot of other people are. And Adam, I'm curious to know, as we move ahead, with your skill set and talent as a singer, songwriter, musician, I'm curious to know what you're most optimistic about in moving forward.
Yeah, really getting more people just to hear my music. I think that, with that song, the Tornado Come song, I definitely had more listeners than I've ever had in my life, or even really thought I would at many times. So that catching on like that was a great feeling, So I think trying to just get more of my songs out there and people to hear them, just really as many people as possible, just so that, kind of like what we were talking about before. They can touch on some emotion or relate to something they hear in there.
Well, Adam, I'm so excited that you're coming on board, this FENIX 360 app, because it's going to allow you to not only connect with artists across the country, but around the world. And there's a universality to this song and the music and songs that you create. And I just love that, you're a perfect example of an artist who is doing their thing unapologetically, but that again, despite creed, language, location, your songs hit a chord with people.
Yeah, I hope so. The one thing I always get when I played out before the pandemic and everything was, people always said that it sounded like something they'd never heard before. It was original in that way. So that's the most important thing to me, is it sounds unique, original. It sounds like me, whatever that turns out to be exactly. But, so if I've been able to keep that and still have people like it and catch on to it, it's really satisfying for me, of course.
That's amazing, Adam. Well, look at before I let you go, I want to let people know for more on the incredible Adam Aronson. You can read more about him right below this video. Adam, question for you, final question. If you
Sure.
had anything or advice to give to young Adam or the young Adams out there watching this video, what piece of advice would you give them? Him.
Yeah, I would say just take every opportunity to play somewhere. I went through times where I kind of, I don't know, I didn't appreciate that enough. And having nowhere to play the last few years made me realize how lucky we all were before, when we just gather and watch music in places together. And I didn't appreciate it enough at the time because I didn't think it would ever end. So I feel like now my new mantra sort of is just that everywhere I can play, I will play, because it's what I missed most.
Amen, my friend. Well, a new sense of gratitude we all now have. And Adam Aronson, I'm so grateful for your time today. Thank you.
Well, thank you. Thank you.